While we're getting smarter on the pitch, wiser makes my home smarter.
Rob, back into Champions Cup again this weekend, and a chance to build on what was a great performance against Montpellier last week.
Yeah, obviously 5 points, very important, as we've seen in last season in particular. Just collecting points this time of year is virtually the most important thing, because none of us know when games are going to happen, be cancelled, whatever. So it's just collecting points is really important. I'm really pleased with the performance, particularly the second half. I think we were still finding our feet a little bit as a team first half, but we really accelerated through the second half. And our challenge is probably to convert that second half intensity right onto the pitch in the first half at Glasgow, because anybody who saw Glasgow last week against La Rochelle will know that was a real full-on, full-blooded encounter. And we probably won't get away with taking as long to get into our stride as we did against Montpellier.
Obviously the COVID picture is changing by the day, but I guess collecting points as quickly as possible is key at this stage, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think in every season we've done well, actually. Bonus points themselves have been key on where we've gone or where we've progressed or whether we've got home fixtures. But as you say, this season, just collecting points, because, we could be failing COVID tests tomorrow and all of a sudden, fixtures might change, fixtures might not happen. There's all kinds of things that can happen through this process at the moment. I think the important thing is for us just to be able to deal with the challenges as they happen, be flexible enough to get on with things. I mean, we've told the whole squad here, even though we've picked a team, we've told the whole squad here they need to be ready to play on Saturday, jump on a plane on Friday, because we don't know what's going to come out over the course of the next 2 days. That's the situation most clubs are in at the moment. And we've just got to get on with things and try and, almost like try and safeguard the integrity of the competition as much as we can.
The threat of Glasgow, you would have watched them against La Rochelle. They looked useful, didn't they?
Yeah, we watched them against La Rochelle. I actually started just catching up on them a while ago. Actually, pre-autumn internationals, because obviously they were full on going into this autumn internationals as well. They watched their game against Leinster as an example, and we saw a lot of the threats that we've seen from them before. A good structure in kind of counter-attack and some planned attack moves to get momentum. They've hurt us with those before. And obviously, they've got Scottish internationals in there who, are experienced players and play on the big stage, and they build very well towards the Heineken Cup. It's going to be a tough old game for us, but it's like anything. You're not in the Heineken Cup to have easy games, and you're not in the Heineken Cup to have buys. You're in the Heineken Cup to battle your way through an incredible competition, and we've got to roll our sleeves up and get on with things.
That's what you said to the boys after the game last week. Prepare for battle, because we've been there and it's been a tough venue to go to.
Our best result's been a draw up there, and we've got to turn up and be better than that. We've got to look to be getting better all the time. And one of the ways of getting better is to put in better performances week by week and challenge by challenge, and that's what we've got to make sure we're trying to do on Saturday.
Rob, are you seeing the real Exeter Chiefs starting to come through again? Now you've got players back and a bit of cohesiveness back in the team?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. Like I say, I think the second half kind of locked us down a bit. I just saw that little... Well, the Saracens game, I think, started it, because you could see moment by moment how hard we fought. And it's winning moments through the whole 80 minutes that is the real key for us. When we do that continually, we are a very, very good side. That's been our kind of go-to style of play. We didn't have that completely how I'd like it to in the first half against Montpellier, but there were reasons for that. But it grew through the game, and it allowed us to dominate the second half. So, as I said, it's there, it's in us. It's just pulling it all together on certain days that's going to be very important for us. Last
game of 2021, how do you reflect on the past 12 months?
Well, listen, it's been another good 12 months, hasn't it? We've been to another Twickenham final. And our consistency of being around the top end of the Premiership and involved in big games, and I call a Premiership semi-final a big game. There's plenty of clubs. There's not that many clubs contested Premiership semi-finals over the last 10 years. We've been in a lot of them, and there's fewer clubs contested Premiership finals, and we've been in quite a few. And there's even less clubs won them, and we've won a couple, and less clubs won Europe, and we've won one. So it's never going to feel like an amazing year when you come out of winning a double, unless you win a double again. We came out winning a double and finished towards the top end of the Premiership and won a semi-final and lost a very good final. So it's not been a bad year by any means. You look around the club and you see the new grandstand being built on the far side. You look at the hotel near completion. We've got crowds back in. We're just about weathering the COVID storm, so to speak, financially. So in a lot of ways, it's been a very, in some ways, you could say it's almost been our most successful year. You know, the trophies might not be there, but the way we've got through things and the way that people have stuck at stuff has been very good. It's been exceptional. And now, you know, we've got to use what we've been able to do over the last 12 months and the way we've come through things as a platform for ourselves to move forward. You know, I keep saying there's nothing for us to cling on to. We're not champions of anything at the moment, but we can look forward to trying to become champions of something else again.